America, there is an inheritance tax. He can only transfer probably 45% to his children. You must leave your wealth for public.
आप जो संपत्ति जुटाते हैं, कांग्रेस सरकार का पंजा उसे भी आपसे छीन लेगा।
जो 22 लोगों को उन्होंने 16 लाख करोड़ रुपए ट्रांसफर किया, थोड़ा सा पैसा कांग्रेस पार्टी का मैनिफेस्टो वापस 90% को देने जा रही है।
कांग्रेस की लूट जिंदगी के साथ भी और जिंदगी के बाद भी।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On the last day of campaigning for phase 2 of elections 2024, the Saffron Party is leaving no stone unturned to ensure the lotus blooms even in muddy waters. Prime Minister Modi and his general Amit Shah carpet bombed the poll-bound states and lashed out at the Congress over their wealth X-ray. On the other hand, Rahul Gandhi, after a 2-day break, skipped his own seat of Wayanad and campaigned in Maharashtra. Not only was the Congress whipped repeatedly by Prime Minister Modi, its own generals are now scoring self-goals ahead of phase 2. Congress spokesperson Supriya Shrinate drew ire with the Mandi Mein Kya Bhav Hai post later deleted, targeting Kangana Ranaut. Rahul Gandhi wrote Chaukidar Chor hai and then lost 2019 elections. Manishankar Iyer said Modi is a neech aadmi, after which Congress party lost the 2017 Gujarat elections. He also predicted that Chai Wala can't become a prime minister, right after which Prime Minister Narendra Modi swept the 2014 elections. Chaliye, hua to hua. But today, again ahead of the second phase of polling, Rahul Gandhi's mentor, Guru Sam Pitroda, has struck again. This time, Uncle Sam has cited America's example to say that the Sarkar, not your saput or your children, should inherit your wealth. 55% of your wealth after you die should go to the Sarkar. This understandably has stirred a hornet's nest. Prime Minister Modi has come out all guns blazing that Congress's mask has slipped and its real agenda is export. But first, listen in to Sam Pitroda's latest shocker.
Tell you, in America, there is an inheritance tax. One has $100 million worth of wealth. And when he dies, he can only transfer probably 45% to his children. 55% is grabbed by government. Now, that's an interesting law. It says, you in your generation made wealth. You are leaving now. You must leave your wealth for public. Not all of it, half of it. Which to me sounds fair. In India, you don't have that. If somebody is worth 10 billion and he dies, his children get 10 billion. Public get nothing. These are the kind of issues people will have to debate, discuss.
Prime Minister Modi has already targeted Rahul Gandhi, saying Congress will snatch your Mangal Sutra and give it to Ghuspatias. Today, he said, Congress ki loot zindagi ke saath bhi aur zindagi ke baad bhi. Listen in to Prime Minister Modi and Home Minister Amit Shah.
शाही परिवार के शाहजादे के सलाहकार, इस शाहपीर परिवार के शाहजादे के पिताजी के भी सलाहकार, उन्होंने कुछ समय पहले कहा था, और ये परिवार उन्हीं की बात मानता है। उन्होंने कहा था कि हमारा देश का जो मिडिल क्लास है, मध्यम वर्गीय लोग हैं, जो मेहनत करके कमाते हैं, उन्होंने कहा उन पर ज्यादा टैक्स लगना चाहिए। ये इन्होंने पब्लिकली कहा है। अब ये लोग उससे भी एक कदम आगे चले गए हैं। अब कांग्रेस का कहना है कि वो इनहेरिटेंस टैक्स लगाएगी। माता पिता से मिलने वाली विरासत पर भी टैक्स लगाएगी। आप जो अपनी मेहनत से संपत्ति जुटाते हैं, वो आपके बच्चों को नहीं मिलेगी, बल्कि कांग्रेस सरकार का पंजा उसे भी आपसे छीन लेगा। यानी कांग्रेस का मंत्र है कांग्रेस की लूट, कांग्रेस का मंत्र है कांग्रेस की लूट, जिंदगी के साथ भी और जिंदगी के बाद भी।
अमेरिका का हवाला देते हुए इन्होंने कहा कि 55% संपत्ति सरकारी खजाने में जाती है। अब जब प्रधानमंत्री जी ने ये मुद्दा उठाया, राहुल गांधी, सोनिया गांधी और पूरी कांग्रेस बैकफुट पर आई कि हमारा मकसद ये नहीं है। परंतु आज सैम पित्रोड़ा जी के बयान ने कांग्रेस का मकसद देश के सामने स्पष्ट कर दिया है।
After the surgical strike by Prime Minister Modi, Sam Pitroda clarified that he was speaking of America and not shaping Congress's policy in India. But has the damage already been done? While the Congress is under attack for this latest wealth redistribution row, Rahul Gandhi said he will make billionaires in India. Thaka-thak, thaka-thak, thaka-thak. Listen in.
महीने के 8,500 रुपए, साल के 1 लाख रुपए, ठकाठक 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 ठकाठक। पिछले 10 साल नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने 22-25 लोगों के लिए सब कुछ किया है। उन्होंने अरबपति तैयार किए, हम करोड़ों लाखपति बनाने जा रहे हैं। आप 25 अरबपति बनाओ, हम करोड़ों लाखपति बनाएंगे।
And that, ladies and gentlemen, brings me to the legitimate question on the News Hour tonight. Will Janta tax? Congress fought this? That's the question, and that's the debate coming up on the other side.
You're watching the News Hour at 9. Debate number 1 on Times Now. Super Prime Time.
Joining the debate tonight, Shehzad Poonawala, national spokesperson of the BJP, Suhail Seth, columnist, political analyst, marketing guru, Dr. Anand Ranganathan, author, scientist, political analyst, Abbas Haider, national spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party, advocate Kapil Madan, political analyst, supports the Congress. But my first question goes to my friend Dr. Sanjay Jha, author, but also suspended Congress leader. Dr. Sanjay Jha, hand on your heart, has Uncle Sam done a self-goal for the Congress party? और कांग्रेस पार्टी क्या सचमुच अब दलदल में धंस गई है? How to bring itself out from this self-goal? Is that the latest mantra for the Congress party?
Navika, actually, I saw a huge positive in what happened today. You know, the desperation with which Narendra Modi, Amit Shah, the entire BJP, like a drowning man clutching at a straw, the way they hung on to Mr. Pitroda's comment told me that there is some serious worry within this party. Look at the reality, right? Sam Pitroda is commenting on the US inheritance tax laws, on the issue of a broader discussion on income inequality. But here, Mr. Modi picks it up and you see how they went ballistic. There is a reminder here of the hard truth that at the ground level, the manifesto of the Congress is beginning to actually echo brilliantly. Look at the irony, Navika. Narendra Modi, in all his speeches, hasn't mentioned the BJP manifesto. The entire narrative of this election is actually being set by the Congress manifesto, because here the Congress has talked about what? Actually helping the unemployed, the young, the youth, giving Manrega to the poor, to providing, minimum wages for the farmers, MSP for the farmers, and a lakh for women in various households. Now that has become the theme of this campaign. Now coming back to Mr. Pitroda's point, here is the truth, that Mr. Pitroda is not the finance minister or the president of the party. He is part of the overall Congress structure, looking at the overseas Congress. Can one not have a viewpoint? But I will like to give your viewers a surprise. Jayant Sinha, Minister of State for Finance in the Narendra Modi government, went public to say that the government must seriously consider an inheritance tax. Arun Jaitley, later on the finance minister of the country, he actually strongly believed that it should be incorporated in the budget in 2019. If anybody has espoused the cause of the inheritance tax, good or bad, we are not discussing the merits of that, it has to be the BJP. Now, the other point, Navika, that must be stated, Rajiv Gandhi's government in 1985 scrapped the tax, and at that point the government took the view that it was becoming very cumbersome and the collections did not justify the entire administrative expenditure. Which brings me to the last point. Why is this government spreading a lie? I'll tell you the biggest lie being spread to that nobody has mentioned. And let's assume hypothetically that a government comes to power and actually puts the inheritance tax. That is not, if it ever happens by any government, hypothetically, it will be on the super rich of the country. It will have to be on people who have got 1,000 crore of assets. And therefore, the biggest lie being spread by Modi today, amongst the lies by calling the Congress manifesto a Muslim League, which is a hate speech, is telling the people of India, scaremongering them, spreading fear that this is going to take away your rights.
जब आप कह रहे थे लोकतंत्र लूट गया, that was not fear mongering. जब आप कह रहे थे कि इस देश में तानाशाही आ जाएगी, dictatorship will happen, that is not scaremongering at all. That is actually eulogizing your own country. Dr. Sanjay Jha, what kind of duplicitous arguments do you give?
Navika, you know this government favors crony capitalism in the electoral bond
my dear friend, may I tell you, long before the BJP ever came to power, you know who was in power? And do you know when these business families date to? You know, so you should get your timelines and your research right. But inheritance tax, hypothetically, is something that your government spoke about, Shehzad.
मैं एक के बाद एक जवाब देता हूं। संजय झा जी ने कुछ महीने पहले इसी तरीके का एक्सरे किया था ग्राउंड लेवल का, और उस एक्सरे में इन्होंने बताया था मध्य प्रदेश, राजस्थान, छत्तीसगढ़ हम हार रहे हैं। आज भी ये एक्सरे कर रहे हैं ग्राउंड लेवल का। चलिए, शुभकामनाएं इनको। अच्छा, पहली बार ऐसा हो रहा है कि वो ऑफिस बेरर है। पित्रोदा जी ओवरसीज कांग्रेस के प्रेसिडेंट है, मतलब एक पार्टी सिस्टम में प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ डिफरेंट प्रकोष्ठ और डिफरेंट सेक्शंस आर ऑल एट द सेम पावर, and a person who's suspended is understanding what is the party position and party manifesto, but an office bearer who's at the president level is not understanding, and he's communicating his comment is a stray comment. Suspended leader is saying this. Anyways, thirdly, Jayant Sinha was not the finance minister MOS at the time that you said, and you have misquoted Mr. Arun Jaitley. Let me put the facts before we move forward, because Navika, more than me, both Suhail and you both have worked closely with Mr. Jaitley. Here is the statement of Mr. Jaitley that the inheritance tax is unlikely to ever be imposed. And by the way, even the statement that Congressis are quoting, he has said that because of inheritance tax, the American people there have not given the tax, but they have bypassed it by investing it in some kind of charity or in some kind of endowment. That is his actual statement. They think it is an endorsement of inheritance tax. That's why they are not suspended just in position but also in logic. Now let me come to fourth point. He is saying राजीव गांधी ने हटाया, लगाया किसने मान्यवर? 50s में क्या बीजेपी की सरकार थी क्या लगाने वाली? और कंपलसरी डिपॉजिट स्कीम कौन लाया? अर्बन लैंड सीलिंग कौन लाया? राइट टू प्रॉपर्टी पर कुठाराघात किसने किया? 95 to 97% इनकम टैक्स किसने लगाया मान्यवर? और आखिरी बात देखिए, मैं आपको बताना चाहता हूं, एक चीज ध्यान रखिए, एक वोट कांग्रेस को देंगे ना तो खटाखट अगर आप किसान है तो 55% जमीन गई, अगर आप नारी है 55% स्त्रीधन गया, अगर आप दुकानदार है 55% आपकी जो दुकानों में सामान है वो गया, अगर आप छोटे व्यक्ति है सेविंग्स की है 55% सेविंग्स चला जाएगा। एक वोट से कांग्रेस को खटाखट 55% आपका हिस्सा चला जाएगा। ध्यान कीजिए कांग्रेस पर वोट दबाने से पहले। पर आखिरी सवाल मैं पूछना चाहता हूं, बाकी सब छोड़ दीजिए, पार्टियां आएंगी जाएंगी, आज सुहेल सेठ जैसे व्यक्ति हमारे साथ बैठे हैं, ये इकोनॉमी के लिए क्या संदेश देता है? इंडिया जिसकी पूरी इकोनॉमी जनरेशनल सेविंग पर आधारित है, आप इस पूरी इकोनॉमी को ध्वस्त करना चाहते हैं। आप एक ऐसा इन्वेस्टमेंट क्लाइमेट क्रिएट करना चाहते हैं कि बड़े बड़े इन्वेस्टर्स सुहेल सेठ की बात को सुन के देश में निवेश करना चाहते हैं, पर ये संजय झा और सैम पित्रोदा को सुन के कोई निवेश करने आएगा कि अगर ऐसी पॉलिसी आएगी?
Well, let me get in Suhail Seth. Suhail Seth, is this a retrograde step? Is this an announcement that actually sends the shivers down the spine of people, not just the rich people. I want to ask you, in this country where the social fabric is such that we live in joint families, our parents live with us, our children live with us. Are we going to say in the house that you lived in all your life, when your grandfather unfortunately passes away, you'll have to vacate that because the government's taking away 55% of that as tax? I want to ask you, Suhail Seth, is this a self-call once again by Sam Pitroda after 2019's Jo Hua, So Hua, and then Pran Pratishtha, Mandir banane se naukriyan nahi banti? What's he saying?
I think today Sam Pitroda has made the supreme sacrifice. You now can't blame Rahul Gandhi for his stupidity or his utterances, because now you know where the fountainhead of that knowledge is. Number one. Number two, I want to just refer to one point that Sanjay made. That, oh, Sam Pitroda said this in Chicago. Sam Pitroda was not doing a movie review of Mother India. He said it in the context of this whole tamasha of redistribution of wealth. Why should you redistribute wealth? Whose wealth is it? Is it Rahul Gandhi's wealth? Whose business is it to redistribute wealth when you already have in play an entire system of taxation? And countries which are economically strong, which are economically adept, are doing away with inheritance tax. Are we a regressive country? Number three, Jayant Sinha may have said whatever he did. Was that implemented? No. Today, you are asking for votes on the basis of what you believe will be your economic policy if and when you form government. So obviously people have every right to be upset about it, or to question it, or to analyze it. Number four, tell me, Navika, it's a very simple question I want to ask you and all your viewers. If when children who are growing up in schools and colleges, when they're asked, beta, bade hoke kya banna chahte ho? Will they say Rahul Gandhi or will they say Mukesh Ambani or Ratan Tata? You know why they will? Because those people are inspirational. They are providing jobs. They're doing well. This constant berating of industry in India has to stop. Rahul Gandhi started this as a pernicious exercise, and it will fall flat on its face. You see, Rahul Gandhi's universe is 127 jokers in some foreign university who will understand or try and understand the jalebi that he's kind of allowing. That's not the India that we are building. We are actually building an India which also has place for unicorns, as it does for industrialists, as it does for the entire middle class. Go back into reading the great Indian middle class. My next point is that how can Sam Pitroda be taken lightly when Sam Pitroda is not taken lightly by the party? The only person who's taking Sam Pitroda's comments lightly is Sanjay Jha. And irony has killed itself twice. Sanjay Jha is a suspended member of the Congress. So it's like saying Begani Shadi mein Abdullah Diwana. Arey bhai, tumko to shadi mein nimantran hi nahi mila. और तुम फिर शादी की टिप्पणी कर रहे हो. And I have all respect for Sanjay. He has every right to voice an opinion. But look at the tragedy. The party has thrown Sam Pitroda under the bus. Let's imagine, Sanjay, everything you say is true. Sam Pitroda is irrelevant. He must have woken up in the middle of the night.
I didn't say
and thought it was early morning, and he passed those comments. Why did Jairam Ramesh have to dissociate from them? If those comments were irrelevant, if those comments were stupid as they are, if the comments were not the Congress party's main line, you didn't have commented. You have actually given them legitimacy. You have said, "Ha, beta, Sam Pitroda ne galti ki." I'll tell you why. They are now waiting to prepare an entire battleground as to how to prevent Manishankar Iyer. In fact, Manishankar Iyer's house must be ring-fenced as we speak. They won't even allow the person to come out, lest a microphone is thrust before him, and he again makes the Congress.
Sanjay Jha and Dr. Anand Ranganathan, just hold on. Just hold on. You'll have plenty of time to laugh. But Sanjay Jha, please, yes, you have the right to rebut.
And I'll appreciate if I'm not interrupted. Suhail Seth, you have been in media for a long time. Do you know the truth? It is very easy for Narendra Modi to set a political narrative in this country because he is 100% confident that his most absurd, atrocious, preposterous, even an absolutely asinine statement will become a headline because he's the prime minister.
This is unfair. I will rebut you on this one. Sanjay Jha, even today, I'm sorry, Sanjay Jha, even today, I have a message sent to Jairam Ramesh to send a spokesperson on the channel and make headlines here. every single day I do that with the Congress party. They choose not to come to my channel. So please don't say this, that Narendra Modi gets a headline and Sam Pitroda doesn't. Well, officially, I have requested the Congress party to send their spokesperson, and you are also here. Please make the point the Congress could have.
Yeah, I am not commenting on whether the Congress should have been on the panel or not. You know, I've been very vocal about it, that the Congress and the opposition should not boycott any program. But I'm making a different statement. Sohail, will you listen to me, please? Will you listen to me? I'm answering your question. You mentioned that why did Jairam try and defend that statement and give it legitimacy? Well, if a prime minister of a country, if a prime minister of a country in an election campaign goes eloquent, making a whole bunch of lies, and if the home minister of this country amplifies the lie, you want the opposition to sit quiet?
Now I must
we will fight. We will fight in every possible way. We will fight on social media. We will take it to the streets. But what is the choice?
I'll tell you why. First,
that's an irrational argument.
Understand what you're saying. Jairam Ramesh did not defend Pitroda. He dissociated from Pitroda. You just now said Jairam Ramesh defended him. Number one. Number two, you're absolutely right. The Prime Minister and the Home Minister's comments get covered. They do. So does Sam Pitroda's. Exactly. Why are you upset? Sam Pitroda's been given headline material
because
today.
That is selective cherry picking.
But Sam Pitroda's headline
that is selective cherry picking, and you know that.
Not as logical as someone else's.
Come on.
Stupidity.
Don't pretend that you don't know that.
With sanity. Now, you want stupidity to get headlines? That will get headlines. You want sanity to get headlines? That will also get headlines. Point I'm making is, what do you expect the media to do? Not cover Sam Pitroda? Sam Pitroda comments on everything other than the weather in Chicago. He comments, he's traveling. 1 minute. I have not seen Sanjay Jha travel with Rahul Gandhi, but I've certainly seen photographs of Sam Pitroda. He's certainly not, he's not checking in Rahul Gandhi. He's obviously in some form or the other, and I have a lot of respect for Sam. He in some form or the other is either his mentor or his advisor or someone that Sam Pitroda, Rahul Gandhi listens to. Now, he's obviously not traveling with Sam Pitroda because Sam Pitroda can recite nice lullabies. Now, in that context, you tell me, Sanjay, what is a common man supposed to make of a Pitroda comment?
The point, no, let me get in. Let's not get into the semantics. The point here, I'm coming to you. Kapil,
10 seconds.
I want to...
10 seconds. नहीं, 10 seconds, ईमानदारी से, क्योंकि I want to hear Anand's statement as well. Sanjay ji, 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds.
Jairam Ramesh, just 1 minute, Shehzad.
अरे भाई, मेरे 10 सेकंड में 1 मिनट कहाँ से आ गया आपका?
Explicitly articulated that Sam Pitroda's comment is not corporate or, kind of a tax policy for the government. That is hopefully going to come in power in June 2024. He said that the Congress party does not adhere to the inheritance tax that Sam Pitroda has mentioned. So why are we even having this conversation?
Why are we having this conversation? Because the cat is out of the bag. 10 seconds. Why are you? आप इतना क्यों बोल रहे हैं इस पर? ये मुद्दा है.
इसी से जुड़ा हुआ है. सैम पित्रोदा एक ऑफिस बेरर है, चुनाव का टाइम है, या तो पार्टी के मर्जी से या बिना पार्टी के मर्जी से बयान दिया गया. अगर बिना मर्जी से दिया गया तो सीरियल ऑफेंडर पर कार्रवाई होनी चाहिए, और अगर मर्जी से दिया गया तो डिस्कस होना चाहिए. प्लीज डोंट इंटरप्ट सर. 20 seconds, sir, please don't interrupt. Sir, you're wasting my time. Don't interrupt. You speak in your turn. I am saying, sir, please. 1 second. You speak in 20 seconds. I'll finish in 20 seconds. Either this statement has been given with assent of the party, then okay. Chidambaram also mooted this idea of inheritance tax. Or else if it is without permission of party, then tell us why party is not taking action. He just made statement, middle class will be taxed high. He has made hua to hua statement. He has said surgical strike ka proof do. How many opportunities are you giving to Sam uncle? So I will take action on Sam uncle. Uncle पे कार्रवाई क्यों नहीं हो रही है?
अरे भैया रमेश बिदुरी पे क्या कार्रवाई की है?
अरे भाई उनका टिकट कट गया. आप कौन सी दुनिया में भाई? सस्पेंडेड ही रहो आप सस्पेंडेड ही रहो.
सैम अंकल को भी तो टिकट नहीं मिला है. आप
अंकल सैम ओवरसीज कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष है. राहुल गांधी के कोनी के पास खड़े रहते हैं जब राहुल गांधी विदेशी दौरे पर जाते हैं. ये संजय झा कभी दिखाया क्या आपको?
लंदन टू कैम्ब्रिज टू
संजय झा कभी दिखाया विदेशी दौरे पर?
बेल्जियम टू वॉशिंगटन डीसी टू स्टैनफोर्ड टू बर्कले टू LSE, सब जगह जाते हैं सैम अंकल. लेकिन आनंद रंगनाथन, वी शुड नॉट बिलीव हिम एंड वी शुड बिलीव संजय झा एंड जयराम रमेश. व्हाई?
गुड इवनिंग नाविका. मुझे लगता है राहुल गांधी जी को किसी ने गलत घुट्टी पिला दी है. वो थोड़े कंफ्यूज्ड हैं. उनको किसी ने कह दिया ये इंडिया का इलेक्शन नहीं, ये जेएनयू का इलेक्शन है। इसीलिए आप ये कौमी आइडियाज जो हैं, वेल्थ रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, इनहेरिटेंस टैक्स, ये सब लाइए, लेकिन स्लोगन अलग है। इलेक्शन लड़ते हैं उससे राहुल गांधी का स्लोगन है हम क्या चाहते, आजादी। किससे आजादी? लॉजिक से आजादी, डेवलपमेंट से आजादी, कॉमन सेंस से आजादी। ये राहुल गांधी का स्लोगन है। किस तरह की पॉलिसीज ला रहे हैं ये? किस तरह की पॉलिसीज पे इनको डिबेट चाहिए? जो पॉलिसी पिछले 70 साल से जिस कंट्री ने अपनाई वो कंट्री ध्वस्त हो गई। आई मीन रेहान वाड्रा अपनी मम्मी से कह रहे होंगे, प्रियंका से, मम्मी मामा को समझाओ, पहले पापा को सड़क पे ले आए वेल्थ रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के चक्कर में, अब मुझे सड़क पे लाने वाले हैं इनहेरिटेंस टैक्स लेने के चक्कर में। क्या चल रहा है मामा के साथ? नो, बट आई वांट टू, बिफोर मामा से याद आया, ये जो आपने प्राइमर चलाया प्रियंका, उसमें राहुल गांधी एक्यूज कर रहे हैं प्राइम मिनिस्टर को झूठ बोलने में। पिछले 5 सेकंड में 2 झूठ बोल दिए। नंबर 1 झूठ बोला, और ये कपिल यहां पे है, मैं इनसे कहूंगा रिफ्यूट करे। एक बोला कि मोदी जी कहते हैं 15 लाख हर भारतीय के अकाउंट में डालूंगा, सबसे बड़ा झूठ है ये। नंबर 2 कह रहे हैं कि 22 कंपनीज को मोदी जी ने 16 लाख करोड़ दे दिए। कौन से दे दिए भाई 16 लाख करोड़? यहां पे बैठे हुए हैं शहजाद, ये बताएंगे। एनपीए की बात कर रहे हैं। एनपीए किसी को देना नहीं होता, और एनपीए का रिकवरी भी चल रही है, वो कम है, वो अलग बात है, लेकिन कांग्रेस के टाइम पे भी तो एनपीए थे। इनफैक्ट जो जितने बीजेपी के टाइम पे एनपीए थे वो कांग्रेस का ही लेन देन था। जो उन्होंने घोटाला किया था एनपीए बढ़ा के, अब थोड़े कम हुए हैं। सो प्लीज ये लाइज देनी बंद करें कि कॉर्पोरेट को 16 लाख करोड़ दे दिए। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, नाउ लेट मी बिफोर आई, Sanjay, please, this is very unfair. You know, my turn comes after 30 minutes, man. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. So, Navika, before I come to the wealth redistribution, because आज का जो है वो inheritance है, मैं इस पे आपको बताना चाहता हूँ। आप इनहेरिटेंस टैक्स, वेल्थ रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन, ये कम्युनिस्ट आइडियाज क्यों लाना चाहते हैं? क्योंकि आपने ये फैला दिया है कि इनइक्वालिटी बढ़ गई है। ये फैलाया इसलिए आ रहा है ना कि लोगों को सोसाइटी में इक्वल होना चाहिए। पहली बात, अगर आप टोटल वेल्थ रिडिस्ट्रीब्यूशन करेंगे तो आप सब जगह से इनइक्वालिटी इतनी 100% बढ़ा देंगे कि 0% कभी आ नहीं पाएगी, क्योंकि यू विल किल द इंसेंटिव टू जनरेट वेल्थ। दिस इज कॉमन सेंस इकोनॉमिक्स। नंबर 2, आप जो इनइक्वालिटी की बात करते हैं, क्या आपको पता है कि पिछले 10 साल में जीनी कोफिशिएंट, विच इज अ मेट्रिक फॉर इनइक्वालिटी, जो 0 होता है तो सबसे ज्यादा इक्वल होता है, जो 1 होता है तो सबसे ज्यादा अनइक्वल होता है। जीनी कोफिशिएंट 2014 में 0.48 था, अब 0.4 है। नंबर 2, इकोनॉमिस्ट, प्रसिद्ध इकोनॉमिस्ट शमिका रवि जी ने आज बहुत ही रिवीलिंग ग्राफ निकाला है। उन्होंने ये बताया है कि 50% जो बॉटम पॉपुलेशन है इंडिया की, उसका कितना वेल्थ में शेयर था, इनकम में शेयर कितना था? 2004 में 19% था, 2014 तक आते आते 14% हो गया। सबसे ज्यादा गिराव यूपीए के टाइम में आया, अब जाके 2024 में 15% हुआ है। तो किस बात की इनइक्वालिटी की बात कर रहे हो? जो मन में आया वो पेल दिया। नंबर 1। नंबर 2, ये बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है, जस्ट गिव मी 30 सेकेंड्स। इट इज cruel for the state that anyway taxes a common man who is saving for his progeny, so that even if he is suffering through his savings, his progenies do not suffer. That is the reason why inheritance is created. That is the reason why people save for their children, not for Nehru's children. For state to say that, and to say this, by the way, कि ये सैम का आइडिया, सॉरी, मिस्टर चिदम्बरम व्हेन ही वाज द फाइनेंस मिनिस्टर 3 बार ये आइडिया लेने वाले थे, इंप्लीमेंट करने वाले थे। तो ये क्रैकपॉट स्कीम्स ऐसे नहीं है कि सैम ने, पैम ने, टैम ने सोच लिया, ये कांग्रेस लाना चाहती है।
Well, Kapil Madan, and let me show you the wealth. The wealth of the Gandhi परिवार only. Let me put that out. अब ये सारा redistribute कर दो. Let's start from there. सारा नेशनल हेराल्ड दे दो। ये सारा राहुल गांधी का वेल्थ पहले रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लो ना, फिर बाकी गरीब लोगों पर आओ।
Navika, just allow me to respond to Anand. Anand made some very interesting points. So Anand is trying to give a projection that there is no inequality of income in the company, in our country, and that's the reason why.
That's not what he said. He said it's 0.4. He said it's 0.4. It's better than 10 years ago.
Now allow me.
Don't misrepresent Anand.
Don't allow me to make my point.
Don't misrepresent him. He never said this.
Allow me. No, allow me to complete.
You stand corrected. Fine. Go ahead.
Now, yes. Now, we are in a situation where our honorable Prime Minister proudly says that we are giving free rations to about 80 crores Indians. So is it not a fact that does not reflect the state of the country, that 80 crore citizens of our country are still dependent upon the free ration given by the government? And let me also tell you, it is also a matter of fact that this ration scheme is being given under the Food Security Act, which none other than the BJP opposed when UPA bought this act, and they now very proudly talk about it. And to say that there is no inequality of income, let me give you another data. If you look at the revenue collection from the taxes from the corporate and from the individual, you will be surprised to see the collections, the revenue collections from the corporate tax has gone down, and from the individual it has gone up. And you are accusing the opposition that if they come and you are giving and you try to create this, rumor that someone will come to you, a taxman will come to you, take your money, take your Mangal Sutra, and give it to someone else. I am sorry. I think, you can draw this kind of an interpretation only when you think from an empty mind. And I think it is not.
No. So what mind? What mind is Sam Pitroda thinking from? What mind is Sam Pitroda thinking from? पहले ये बता दो.
Tell me one thing. No, let me answer. Navika, do you pay your taxes in time?
I have no option.
Do you pay your taxes?
TDS है.
No, you pay.
नौकरी पेशा सबको. सबको कांग्रेस समझ रखा है क्या? सबको कांग्रेस समझ रखा है. टैक्स टाइम पे नहीं भरते. छोड़िए भाई, कांग्रेस की हम टैक्स भरते टाइम से.
चूसते हो हमारा और सदियों से चूस रहे हो.
कपिल मदान ओनली कांग्रेस गेट्स द प्रिविलेज की टैक्स मत भरो और फिर रोते रहो हमारा अकाउंट फ्रीज हो गया और हाई कोर्ट में जाकर रोते रहो. तो अब रुक जाओ, मैं बात रखूंगा अपनी. अब रुक जाओ, अब टाइम रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा. अब भाजपा बोलेगी, रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट होगा टाइम. अब सुन लीजिए, कान खोल के सुनिए. कपिल जी, मैं आपके बीच में नहीं बोला.
कपिल जी 2 चूड़ियां पहनकर आई हूँ, एक ले लोगे क्या?
55% टाइम
ले लोगे क्या?
अब देखिए एक एक करके. कपिल जी, आपने बहुत झूठ फैलाया है, अब सच को रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट करने दीजिए.
It is absolutely unfair. It is absolutely unfair when a person pays taxes. A person pays taxes. There is a policy under which a person is supposed to pay tax. It is not. I mean, this is absolutely.
So the same policy. No. The same policy applies to political parties who don't pay taxes, and who are those political parties also. You should know.
Just 20 seconds.
Okay. All right.
हो गया भाई, अब हो गया.
Kapil Madan, I've given you, almost 3 minutes now.
But how much you interrupt?
भाई मैं तो 20 सेकंड ही बोलता हूँ भाई साहब, प्लीज. अच्छा देखिए कपिल जी, ऐसा है, रूमर कहाँ का है भाई? आप यहाँ पे सुहेल सेठ बैठे हैं, उनसे पूछिए. कंपलसरी डिपॉजिट स्कीम, 95% टैक्सेशन रेट, ये देश ने देखा है ये सारी चीजें. दूसरी बात, मैं आपको इसमें एक और एंगल बताता हूं. हमारी सनातन संस्कृति हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली की है. ये HUF पर नजर डालना चाहते हैं. एक वोट कांग्रेस का दबेगा, खटाखट जो आज तक देश में नहीं हुआ. हिंदू अनडिवाइडेड फैमिली पर 55% का हथौड़ा लगेगा. मतलब कि इतनी आपकी विदेशी सोच है. सत्यनारायण जी जो है वो सैम अंकल बन गए, पर आप चाहते हैं कि हमारी HUF जिसके बेसिस पर सेविंग्स खड़ी है, जिसकी वजह से हमारी पूरी दुनिया में चर्चा होती है कि इंडिया की इकोनॉमी में इतनी सेविंग्स है, इसलिए जो हमारा रेशियो है GDP को, पर्सनल डेट का, वो इतना कम है, आप इसको तहस नहस करना चाहते हो. मतलब ये केवल और केवल मोदी के खिलाफ दुष्प्रचार नहीं है, ये देश की अर्थव्यवस्था पर कुठाराघात करने का एक विस्तृत प्लान है.
अब्बास हैदर.
अच्छा, पॉलिटिकल लेगेसी तो 100% जानी चाहिए राहुल गांधी को.
अब्बास हैदर, आपकी पार्टी हो या राहुल गांधी जी की पार्टी हो, द पॉलिटिकल इनहेरिटेंस इज गोइंग विदाउट एनी टैक्स. मुलायम सिंह के बाद अखिलेश यादव, राजीव गांधी के बाद राहुल गांधी, यही चल रहा है. लेकिन बाकी हम सब लोगों की इनहेरिटेंस पर टैक्स लगेगा. Are you with this? Are you with this provision of the Congress party? Are you completely supportive of this idea of redistribution of wealth proposed by Mr. Rahul Gandhi?
Navika ji, after the first phase of election, Bharatiya Janata Party is so desperate that they have gone to fear mongering, and on a personal statement by a particular person on a particular issue who is asking it to just debate on this, and the Bharatiya Janata Party is taking it out of proportion, and they are just doing fear mongering. That's all they've been doing. Let me tell you, Navika ji, there have been official statement from the finance ministry that we are considering this. It has said that the government is in very good shape. I would like to quote them. They have said that the official said that the government is well placed.
Name the official. Name the official. Name the official. No, name the official. Now you name the official. Name the official.
I'll name the official. I'll name the official. I'll name the official, Abbas Haider. Just hold on. I'll name the official. Sharif bhai, can we play the sound bite? I'll name.
Let me just complete my.
I will come back to you. पहले सुन लीजिए.
आपने ही कहा कि मैनिफेस्टो क्रांतिकारी डॉक्यूमेंट है. उसमें एक्सरे है और उसमें जो इनकम इनइक्वालिटी नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने की है, जो 22 लोगों को उन्होंने 16 लाख करोड़ रुपए ट्रांसफर किया, थोड़ा सा पैसा, ज्यादा नहीं, थोड़ा सा पैसा कांग्रेस पार्टी का मैनिफेस्टो वापस 90% को देने जा रही है। थोड़ा सा
कह रहे हैं राहुल गांधी, वो लेंगे और वो देंगे।
नहीं नाविका जी, जयंत सिन्हा को तो इन्होंने डिसोन कर दिया।
अबे राहुल गांधी, जयंत सिन्हा कहाँ है आज?
नहीं,
2014 में बोला था, 2024 आ गया है, आप जयंत सिन्हा पे अटके हुए हैं।
नाविका जी, 1985 में it was scrapped because the administrative cost was much higher than the revenue from this law.
Can you please explain that to Rahul Gandhi and Sam Pitroda ji? It's not my idea, it's their idea.
The Congress party, Jairam Ramesh, as you have said, that Jairam Ramesh has said the Congress party is not thinking of
okay. Suhail Seth and Anand Ranganathan raising their hands. Jairam Ramesh has denied. आप लोग ऐसे ही फसाना क्यों बना रहे हैं सुहेल सेठ?
No, Abbas has very rightly said that, look, Jayant Sinha mooted this idea. Fair enough. In 1948, Nehru must have mooted many ideas. So what do we do? Should we go back and live in the past, or do we move forward? A, B. If at election time you are raising an issue which impacts every citizen and not just the creamy layer, then don't I have every right to discuss it? Now, the tragedy is there is no official Congress spokesperson here. So even whatever Sanjay Jha is saying, tomorrow wo log mukar jayenge. They can say, no, but he's not speaking on our behalf. Number 3, my point is very limited. It is an abhorrent, reprehensible, regressive move which needs to be continuously condemned. If it is a play or a ploy to try and, maneuver, then again it will fall flat on its face because no political party has endorsed it. The fact that Jairam Ramesh himself has distanced both himself and his party from this comment means even they find the comment to be obtuse and unnecessary. What it has done is it has squared the pitch. Rahul Gandhi says, हम आपके पैसे लेके 90% को, अरे भाई, तुम पहले आओ तो. Akhilesh Yadav does not agree with him on most things. I think he's not going to agree with him on this. तो भाई सारे सब अब प्रधानमंत्री बन रहे हैं. जब मैं आऊंगा, आप पहले आ तो जाओ, पहले ये तो डिसाइड करो आप में से आएगा कौन. जब आप आओगे तब आप क्या करोगे वो भी देख लेंगे. आपका तो ट्रैक रिकॉर्ड इतना बढ़िया है. You have actually messed up the country in whichever possible manner you could. I mean, I don't want to labor the point. So now when we are at an inflection point, do we need seriousness and gravitas, or do we need this kind of jocular behavior?
Okay, Navika, can I give a short response?
Sanjay Jha, 30 seconds.
Yeah. We have had this entire discussion after it has already been explicitly articulated, Suhail. I'm surprised you're not aware. Jairam Ramesh has categorically mentioned that there is no intention to have an inheritance tax.
Exactly. You're repeating what I'm saying.
So here is the point.
Why are you repeating what I'm saying? I'm only proving to you your illogicality by saying that this matter is irrelevant.
However,
if it was irrelevant,
can anybody deny that 1% of Indians, 1% of the super rich, hold 40% of
No, 1% of India. Can you, Anand Ranganathan, 1% of India super rich? What about the startups? What about the 25-year-olds who are making money? Is this an incentive for them or a disincentive for them? I want to ask you, is this going to incentivize people to come and invest, and where are the jobs going to come from? Does the Congress not realize that statements like this are actually destroying the investability in India? And then the question arises, is there a move to somehow make India less attractive as an investment destination? Is this a larger conspiracy, Shehzad Poonawala?
मेरा एक ही वाक्य का जवाब है, one family has 100% ownership of Congress. वो तो रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट करा दो. ये बेचारा बैठा है जो यहाँ पर आज, इसने तो यही कहा था ना, रीडिस्ट्रीब्यूट करा दो. कुछ हमारे जैसे पसमानदा को भी तो मौका दो अध्यक्ष बनने का, कुछ संजय झा जैसे लोगों को भी ओवरसीज कांग्रेस का बनने का, अध्यक्ष का बनने का मौका दो, यहां डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन नहीं करना है। वाह भाई वाह। और दूसरी बात ध्यान से सुनिए, ये कांग्रेस पार्टी जो है ना, इसने तो कहा था राजीव जी ने कि 1 रुपया भेजता हूं तो 85% लीक होता है। अब राहुल गांधी आपका पैसा जमा करेंगे तो सोचे कितना लीक होगा और लीक किसको होगा। आप ये भी कल्पना कीजिए, देंगे किसको, ये देंगे किसको, इसकी कल्पना कर लीजिए। मनमोहन सिंह का बयान है और राशिद अलवी ने कहा है कि लास्ट लाइन में कौन खड़े हैं, तो देंगे भी किसको और लीक करके किसको जाएगा, ये देख लीजिए।
Well, ladies and gentlemen, time is up on this debate, but the fact of the matter is, if these are the economic policies that are being taught, and this is what is being called Krantikari, then I don't know if we are going to move forward or we're going to move backward. Because this example of these leftist and communist ideas have been tried. They've been tried in Russia, China, Venezuela, and see where these countries are. Many other countries. The point is, are we now going to go back to the 1920s and the 1930s and come back with a system for a new India? The question is, did Sam Uncle just let the cat out of the bag when we were going left on the redistribution of wealth policy? It's a thought that I leave with you viewers, because the judgment is for you to make. Which way and which economic policy suits the country called Bharat in 2024? I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much to all my panelists for joining me on debate number 1.